Hi everyone, Vladimir is here, and today I'm going to do a short review of the game called Skylar Plux, Adventure on Clover Island. So the game is a homage to early 3D platformers. You control your fallen hero and help her gather 3 relic parts to restore something that brings her memory back. The game has plenty of good sides. First, the game world and graphics are top notch. Seriously, the character models, animations, level design is something that you would expect from a AAA game. The levels feel handcrafted because they don't offer much repetitive parts, and every new part of the level feels really fresh, so there's really no fillers in the game. You feel like you're in the middle of the experience all the time. The controls are very responsive, maybe except for the jetpack jump, and controlling your character feels great. The jumping, which has often been an issue in the old 3D platformers, as you may remember it is done surprisingly smoothly here. It presents a challenge, but you are actually fighting with the obstacles and not the game controls. The sounds and music are also very beautiful, because the music fits the colorful game mood and enhances it. More than anything, the game is fun to play. It gives a good mix of puzzles, jumping and destroying enemies, which makes the gameplay exciting since you never get bored while playing. Having said that, the game has bad sides. First, it's the camera. It often feels that, together with the early 3D platformer feeling and nostalgia, the developers decided to bring in the clumsy camera controls, which was often an issue back then. If you want to look up, for example, the camera often shifts right to your character's butt, and turning during jumping can also be painful experience, although it's somewhat mitigated because the gamepad has the button that centers the camera behind your character. The plot is somewhat cheesy, but it honestly is understandable. However, the initial premise was that the cat character has lost her memory, or rather had her memory removed, and then was trying to restore it. By the end of the game though, this completely shifts, and it seems that nobody cares about restoring the memory anymore. After completing the game, you still have no idea what happened to the character and how she ended up being where she is. Overall, there's not much content and low difficulty. There are about 5 different enemies and 1 boss. The game itself can take about 3 hours to complete if you just really want to run through it. But to counter that, there are multiple optional health unlocks that can greatly prolong the experience. 100% completion will take much more time, and the lack of enemies is also compensated by puzzles. And also good level design that requires lots of non-repetitive jumping with different approaches and getting past the obstacles. To sum it up, despite the flaws, the game is still fun, but not for typical hardcore gamers who are nostalgic about 3D platformer. The length of the game might be questionable, but the experience quality justifies it. It's the game that I buy for my kid because it's very colorful, well polished, reasonably challenging. But for veteran gamers with 3D nostalgia though, I think the difficulty is not going to be enough, and therefore I hesitate to recommend it to those people, so I leave it to your discretion. It depends on what you value in those old 3D platformers. Thank you for watching. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. If you want to see more reviews, check out shortgamereviews.com, or more than anything, feel free to comment on this video and recommend the games that I should review next, or join our Steam group or Facebook pages linked below. Vladimir is out, but I'm going to leave some of the gameplay for you to see. Thank you for watching again, and goodbye.